What have you enjoyed about your small group?
Well, this is, for the most part, we have a couple friends that we've had before the small group started, but the first time that we've gotten to know some people in our small group, the Inmans, the Eastmans, and the Tesdals, and it's just fun getting to know a new group of people. You know, we're hosting it at our house, so it's nice getting to have people over to our house and you know, minister in that way. And yeah, it's just fun meeting new people and finding out what's going on in their lives and how we can help each other pour into each other's lives.
Now, Ashlee, I've seen on Facebook some posts from the women of the Eastman small group. You guys post and you get together, and it seems like you're having a good time. What have you enjoyed about it? And more than just enjoying the fellowship time, how has it impacted your faith? Has it had an impact on your growth in the Lord?
Yeah, it's just been really fun, kind of instantly gaining some new friends, you know, without having to go seek out people. Just being in a group with these ladies has just made us sort of instantly connect, and I'm looking forward to the growth that's to come. And with my faith, I think just seeing all of us are kind of in different places in our walk with God. And so I think it's kind of fun just to see those who are ahead, and not ahead, but, you know, there's baby Christians and there's people who've been Christians for years and years. And it's just fun to sort of see, you know, who is where, and to learn and be inspired by the other people in our group.
That's good. Jamie, what about you? As I talked to Amy last night too a little bit, talk about what you've experienced in terms of growing in your relationship with the Lord through small group time.
Yeah, I would say, you know, a small group, much like just going to church, it's an opportunity once a week to be around the Word and be around other Christians. I would almost equate it to some kind of physical or a spiritual therapy where you can open up freely with people that you know and you're getting to know better. You can also, you know, I've also seen some of the struggles that they've had that I've had in the past in our family, so it's really refreshing. It allows me to make being a Christian more than just coming to church on Sundays, and it really helps, I think, our family keep the Word and grow spiritually during the week. So I've really enjoyed it as well.
And what we do typically is we're in the text the week before it's preached here at church. So have you found that to be helpful, that you're in the Word and then you get to hear it preached, but you get to dig in it deeper together and then hear it preach? Have you enjoyed that aspect of it? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it makes hearing the Word on Sunday even as more meaningful, because I've not only had time to reflect on it, what it means to me, but also to hear about, reflect on what it means to other members of the small group. And I can certainly get a lot more out of it. It's interesting that, you know, me personally, I can read a passage of the Bible and get a certain meaning out of it. But I have often seen that the Word is it's such broader in context when you can see how it affects other people's lives and what it means to them. So it's really been helpful.
Great. Now, Ashlee, the all-in question. So we're talking about all in, and we're talking financially, but really at the heart of it, it's bigger than that. What does it mean to you to be all in as a follower of Christ?
I think as far as relating to small group, I think just being totally open and just really, you know, living our lives together and showing who we truly are. It's really easy to put on your Christian best, you know, on Sundays and get your family looking perfect, and even if you've been screaming at each other on the way to church, it's really easy to walk in the door and put on an image. And I think we've never done that. I think, yeah, I think in
he
small
said we
group,
drove separately. He said,
not because of that. Promise. No, but I think because of that, you know, it's really nice to get in a small, intimate group and just to put your stuff out there. And you know, we are new this year, our group. So we, like I said, still have some growing to do as far as just having enough courage to really hold each other accountable and talk about, you know, the nitty-gritty in our lives. But I think to be all in just means to put it all out there, and so that we can really pray for each other and really nurture each other and really disciple to each other.
That's great. Glen, besides your family having a lot of arguments, what else have you come to enjoy about the small group time, being real. I think you said that. That's cool to get to that place. That's hard, but just to be open, and we're not perfect as well. I mean, before coming to the Lord, I used to cuss at the drop of a hat. But since coming to Christ, it takes me a lot longer than that now. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yes. So what do you hope for your small group and discipleship and growing with the Lord?
Well, before our small group, was solidified, Derek Eastman and Jamie and I, we were talking about it a little bit before we even figured out who was going to be in the group. We had a desire to disciple to each other in some way, but we had no idea what that was going to look like. So one of the reasons why we sort of got together as a group was because we had that common interest. So the 9 marks study that we already went through, I think it was like the third or fourth piece of that was discipleship. And so it gave us a chance to talk about it a little bit in our small group, but we're still on a path of trying to get that going more in our small group, as well as, of course, studying the material that we're supposed to be doing. So probably coming up like after the new year, we're going to start hopefully having conversations about how we can disciple to each other, because that's, I think, on our hearts as families in our small group. So kind of exciting. We don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but we want to hold each other accountable, and we want to be in each other's lives in that way so we can live better.
Well, thanks, Glenn. Hey, thanks, guys. Let's give them a round of applause here. Thanks for coming up.